Moed, Rabosai, it gives me great pleasure to welcome everybody to the annual Simchas Beis HaShoeva, sponsored by this year 30 different shuls in Baltimore. It's a very special community here that we have, and it shows a lot about the achdus of the community that 30 shuls are joining together for this occasion to be Mesameach together, Lichvod Chol HaMoed, Sukkos. I just want to quickly read the names of the shuls that are sponsoring this event. Sheretz Israel, Agudas Israel of Park Heights, Agudas Israel of Greenspring, Arukas Abosim, Beis Knesset Or Chaim, Beis Lubavitch, Beis Medrash of Ranchley, Beit Yaakov, Beis Abraham, B'nai Jacob Shari Zion, Chofetz Chaim Adas B'nai Israel, Community Kolot, Feres Moshe Aryeh, Greenspring, Sephardic Center, Keilat B'nai Torah, Chal Avas Yisrael Tzemach Tzedek, Kol Torah, Mazike Torah, Merkaz Torah Tefillah, Moses Montefiore, Anshe Emuna, Nachal Chaim, Ner Tamed, Or Moshe, Or Yaakov, Or Mizrach, Shomrei Emuna, Shomrei Mishmeres HaKodesh, the Shul at Lubavitch Center, Suburban Orthodox Torah Chaim, Tiferes Israel, and Winans Road Synagogue Center. So you should call out to everybody from all those shuls. If you found your name and your shul was missing, please contact me, and we can try and make arrangements for next year. I would like to also thank the Zamer Orchestra for their fantastic work. Bez Hashem, we will have more dancing and music in a few minutes, and then please help yourself to refreshments. I would like to ask, it would be a great honor to call upon Rabbi Kaplan to give us a Dvar Torah in honor of this occasion. Please, I would like to ask everybody to show derech eretz and respect and not talk and listen to the drushes of the Rabbanim. Rabbi Kaplan.
Good period. Zman Simchasenu is a general term that refers to all of the days of Yom Tov. But then we have additional matters of Simcha that add to the Simcha of Yom Tov. The Simcha of Sukkah, the Simcha of Daled Minim, the Simcha of Nisach HaMayim, all add to a cacophony of Simcha that comes together, which we celebrate as a community tonight. I want to focus on one particular matter. The Daled Minim, we are familiar with what they are, and the Medrash points out that Daled Minim have in them a matter of achdus. Each one represents and demonstrates another facet of achdus of Klal Yisrael. Amongst the things, if we look at them, we find that the lulav, the hadassim, the arovos, that come together in one eged and one binding, all of those three have a matter of achdus, which relate to mokoy, which relate to place. A lulav is kafus, kapos, in the same space, a double. A hodos, tlas bekona echad, three that come together in the same space on the stem. Arova, gedilim ba'achvena. Arova is also one because it grows very condensed in a very condensed form. All of those three relate to mokim. The esrig, which we hold separately, is entirely different. The esrig also represents an achdus, but the achdus of an esrig is in zman, not mokim. What is the esrig? Hador be'ilona mishana l'shana, an esrig which stays on the tree up to 3 years, but it grows as a result of the variety of the seasons. Every other fruit has a season when it grows, and then a season when it falls off. The esrig unifies all the 4 seasons of the year. It grows to its fullest only when it goes through a winter, a spring, a summer, and a fall. So the Esrog is ma'ached. It unifies Zman, and the Lulav and its minim, the other 2 minim, represent the unity in mokim, in space. These are the 2 dimensions which are our focus of unity, to bring HaKadosh Baruch Hu's unity both into mokim and Zman, into time and space. Generally, we look at the Arova. The Arova is the lowly one. The Minchas Haloza once said, the Arova is one of the Daled Minim when it's together with the Lulav and the others. But when he takes out and wants to be a Metzias for itself, klappt him for a shyness. You take and you beat him for a shyness. The Arova, ein bereach, ein beitam, no taste, no smell. What is the Arova? But in Halacha we find something different. In Halacha we find that if someone has only 1 hadas, you can be yotze with 1 hadas. What happens if you only have 1 Arova? Danish. Arovas you have to have 2. Why do you have to have 2 Arovas? Because the others have a value of Achdus in and of themselves. The Kapes for a Lulav, the Gimel B'Kol Echad for a Hadas, Masha'ink in the Arova by itself has no value. What is the value of the Arova? Gedilim Ba'achvana. It grows in close proximity to others. That's the mile of the Arova. And therefore, you can't have an Arova by itself. An Arova by itself, what mile does it have? An Arova, when you have 2 Arovas, then you have the mile of demonstrating the Dilim Ba'achvana. So then it becomes a value and a purpose to have it as part of the Daled Minim. In other words, from a point of view of Achdus Yisrael, the Arova expresses it more than any of the others. The Arova essentially says, I alone have no value. My value is when I have someone else with me. Gedilim B'Achvana means when we have a number of Arovas together, and we are not just together, we are close together, then we have a maila, we have an advantage, we are loyal to be part of the Daled Minim. The idea of always thinking about another is what the Arova contributes to the unique forms of Achdus that the Lulav and Esrog represent. And this ultimately brings out a greater Simcha. When one is preoccupied with himself, so there are good things, there are negative things that we have, and it's hard to overcome them. When we get together with someone else, as the terminology is used, Zwei Yetzer Tovs auf ein Yetzer Hara. 2 Yetzer Tovs get together to contend with 1 Yetzer Hara, they have no problem dealing with it. So long as we have a Gedilim Ba'achvana, we bring in a whole new level of Achdus Yisrael. Taken all together, it adds to the wonderful Simcha that we have as Man Simchaseinu. So the Rebbe to help that we have an Achdus here tonight, the Gedilim Ba'achvana, should bring about an Achdus of Klal Yisrael, as the power that we have in Ma'ached, a whole community, a whole city, a whole country, and that should be the ultimate Simcha, the Ra'uyim Kol Yisrael Leisha Besukkah Achas. All Yidden can be together, packed into one sukkah. The Achvana, the Gedilim Ba'achvana, will be zeicher to it, B'korev Mamash, with the coming of Mashiach B'korev. Amen.